Good morning, guys. Quirk here, and welcome to the first ever daily drive. It's just a little video that I'm going to do every morning for as long as I possibly can on the morning drive on my way to work. It can be anywhere from about like a 15 to 20 minute drive, so it's usually about how long the videos are going to be. I apologize right now if it sounds like I have a cold because it's freezing in my car. It's like minus a billion on the side. So, yeah. If I don't look at the camera a lot, that's probably because I'm driving. That would be a good reason for me not looking at the camera, because I need to focus on what I'm doing on the road. So, really should have thought this through. I have nothing really to talk about, but what I'm hoping you guys will do is leave some comments or questions, which gives me something to talk about on the drive there. But I guess for the purposes of this one, I'll just kind of ramble and talk about whatever I can possibly think of. Starting off, I should probably clean my windshield so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, hey, look, there's a car. I can tell you what we pretty much got planned for this week and what I got planned for the rest of today anyway. On my schedule for today, it's pretty much a painting day. Yay! Painting days rock. Basically means that I get to spend all day working on more Alpha Legion. So that'll be always some good fun. Gonna add in a couple heavy support options there. Pretty much I'm tearing apart another Betrayal of Caliph box and just throwing a bunch of tacticals into this and adding some more special units. So one thing that actually we read up on and Matt and Steve got really excited about was that, well, more Matt than Steve. Steve just thought that was funny. Matt was like, how does that even work? And it was that you take tactical marines, give them a flamer or heavy flamer, and then give them sniper as their special ability. So now you have sniping flamethrowers. Basically, you lose the whole like automatic like you use precision shot on sixes, which is okay. That's not a big deal. But it's more the fact that it's like you get headshots on sixes. Like the flamer is now treated at AP2. It's pretty sweet. So anyway, it's officially 8:45. I need my energy drink. And not to get stuck behind this car. Yeah. So that was something that we thought was really exciting and kind of fun. So I decided to build and paint a couple of flamers. On my own personal projects, I actually finished off the chassis of a dreadnought for my Ultramarines. Yes, I'm finally building my Ultramarines. For Christmas, my parents actually got me the Hey guys, sorry about that. Technical difficulties learning how to set up this camera in the car for the first time ever, and it doesn't like to stay where it's supposed to. It doesn't help when I have it like mounted to my front windshield, and my front windshield is freezing cold. So anything that's supposed to like suction or stick to it just kind of freezes over time. So I had to kind of figure out jimmy rig something else to make it stay, whatever, it works. So, but yeah, what I was mentioning before was that, I forget. Yep, I forgot what I was talking about before. I'm sorry. I got really upset there. I'm trying to remember. Someone on the other side of the screen, like, you just said it like a second ago, but you need to understand it took me like 5 minutes to re-rig my camera mount. So, I don't remember. Oh, right, now I remember. Battle Naming Company. So, my parents got me that for Christmas as like a huge Christmas present there. They're trying to be all sneaky about it. Funny thing actually about that was, we went to, I was out having dinner with my father, and he and I went to some place out in Burlington, which is about 20-25 minute drive from Hamilton, which is where Black Knight Games is, one of the games that we frequently go to. And I asked him if he wouldn't mind making a quick pit stop there to go and check and see if there was anything to pick up for the office. So we get there, and my dad looks like a little kid who's just lost, has no idea what he's doing. My dad's like in his 70s, but he just looks so lost. He has no idea what anything means. He has no idea what anything does. He like walks up at one point and picks up a Malifaux book, flips through like 2 pages, and he's like, oh, no, puts that down. Then picks up like a Warhammer book. He's like, oh, I remember this. Opens it up, reads like 2 rules. He's like, I don't. Puts it down, looks at me, goes, I don't understand what I just read. So I couldn't help but laugh at that. But, well, it was around Christmas time, so he's just like, is there anything in the store here that you would personally want for yourself? And I was like, well, I wouldn't mind a Battle Demi company, but that's something I'll probably get for myself in the new year, because that's going to be a New Year's project. He's like, oh, okay. So then he walks outside, pulls out a pen and paper, and starts writing down the address of the building. He has an iPhone, but he has to write it down on a pen, again, 70, pen and paper, then walk in, writes down the name of the box, and looks at me, and he's just like, what? And I'm like, are you going to buy that? He's like, maybe. Subtle. So then a few days later, I had to go back to Black Knight to pick something up, and I walk in, and one of the guys that works there looks at me and goes, oh, hey, your dad was just in here. He picked up the Battle Demi company box. You know, any idea who that's for? And I'm like, you just ruined Christmas. Why would you do that? So, Christmas Day came, I picked up the box, shook it, I could hear all the sprue, and he's like, any ideas what that is? I'm like, it's the Battle Demi company box. And he just looks at me like, you take the fun out of everything. I'm like, you took the fun out of it. I knew I was getting this. So, that's pretty much how that played out. But, I have no ETA on when the BDC will be done. I'm hoping to... What I really want to do with it is just kind of make it a little project of love, and kind of every individual model. I don't want to factory line any of it, basically. I want to make sure every individual model has a little bit of attention to it, has something a little bit personal to it, but at the same time, they all look the same. So like all the base codes and everything like that, I'm still going to follow the same procedure. But, for example, the Dreadnought. I could have gotten the Dreadnought done, tabletop quality-wise anyway, in about a day. I'm on day 3 right now for the chassis alone, because I'm taking the time to do battle damage. I'm taking the time to make sure everything's painted properly. I'm doing all the like 4-color shadings on the golds, on the brass, on the silver, on the blue, on everything there. I'm making sure I'm picking out every little detail. All the lenses look like lenses. So I'm going full detail on this one just because my parents got it for me, so it's kind of, there's that to it. But at the same time, I really like the lore of Ultramarines, and I want to make sure that my army is something that I can actually say that I put a lot of work into. Whereas a lot of things, it's just I grabbed the airbrush and I figured out how to do it on one model, and then I just replicated it hundreds of times for all the other miniatures. Like with my Alpha Legion, I'm not saying that it wasn't difficult figuring that out, but once I figured out the procedure on how to get that blue metal effect, it was just, okay, I figured it out, great, let's grab 30 models and do it all at once with the airbrush. Whereas with the Space Marines, with the Ultramarines, I want to actually take my time and do the blues and make sure all the gold has its own, like, has the proper lighting to it and everything like that, do all the shading properly. I want to make this look nice. And then with that as well, I want to figure out something special to do for the bases. Lee actually did something really, really neat for his Emperor's Children. He took one of the food trays and made a plaster mold of it, and then broke that up so it actually looks like it basically looks like a concrete flooring, but it's like a textured designed concrete flooring. And then what he did was he sprayed it, painted it, and did everything like that, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. But it took him no time at all, and the bases themselves look like something you'd get from a company, and it would be about $1 a base, and he was able to do the entire thing, probably in about, I'm gonna say, a day. So he's also incredibly fast, so I can't really consider how long it would take for anyone else to do it. But considering the fact that he's just like, he sits there and paints all day, which is awesome. Yeah. So well, it's probably getting warm in here. I cranked on the heat, and I'm trying to defrost I'm trying to defog and warm up my windshield so my mount doesn't fall down again. I'm watching you, mount. Don't you fall. Don't you fall. So, yeah, guys, I'm getting to about the 10-minute mark here for the talk, and it's going to be a pretty quick drive into work today, so it's probably going to be about another 5 minutes. But one thing I do want to say is, if you do watch this video and actually enjoy it, because I'm going to try and do these daily and get them posted up before noon, because basically I'm using some program on my phone where it just records it, I can take it, edit out that little spot where I dropped the phone and cursed, and basically I can throw that right up on YouTube, so it takes no time at all. Leave some comments and let me know what you guys want me to talk about. If there's any particular question you think I can talk about for a long period of time, go right ahead. Treat it almost like Matt Sit and Talk, where I'll talk pretty much about anything. There are some things that I won't talk about, like spoilers at Mini War Gaming. I am kind of bound not to talk about certain things there. But basically this is going to be like a daily thing, because I have a 15 to 20 minute drive every morning, and it cost me, this might be the reason why it's falling apart. It was a $12 mount. So yeah, I got a mount, I got a phone, so I figured why not. I got this time that I'm usually just listening to music, but why not talk to you guys and be insightful and all that fun stuff. So that's my plan there. But yeah, questions, comments, things like that. It could be pretty much anything. Just a heads up right now, I don't really do politics. Not that it's basically I don't know anything about politics. Just never bothered to take the time. That's pretty much it. Everything else I'll be pretty open about. If you want to know what I did like last night after work, I can tell you within some margin of detail. There's something that I probably shouldn't say I did. I can't think of anything, but if there is anything, I'll probably won't tell you. So I am really close to this truck, like disgustingly close to this truck. Product placement. Anyway, wouldn't that be great? If there's any time you were drinking something and got caught on camera, it like that company had to give you some money because it was just, yeah, you advertised for us. It'd be great. It'd be a pain for the company to keep track of, but that would be awesome. Think of how much money Rockstar would owe me. Oh, that'd be good. So I can almost see work. Another warm area. Oh, it's gonna suck to go from the parking lot to the building. Yep, that's gonna suck. And I'm late. My bad. See, guys, setting this all up, it got me late for work. It's okay, it's a painting day. Like I said, I'm not keeping anybody like, it's not holding anybody back but myself, and I'll just stay late and work on Alpha Legion. Also, guys, check out the Facebook Mini War Gamer MWG Quirk on Facebook. I'll be posting pictures more regularly. It's kind of like a New Year's resolution thing, just to be more social media aware. So I'm just trying to start doing everything on that. But I'm gonna start posting more pictures. Try and do almost like a daily picture on what I've been working on the Facebook and also on Twitter. Same thing, MWG Quirk. Reason there's a separate one aside from the Mini War Gaming one is because if everybody in the office kept spamming everything that they were doing, you guys would get like just absolutely bombarded with stuff because we're always working on things. So I figured I would try and lighten that up a little bit, and I'll post kind of what my finished project is on Mini War Gaming and everything I'm actually working on at the time, and project purchases and stuff like that will be done on my own Facebook. Anyway, I am late here. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed that. As always, like, comment, and of course subscribe. Definitely will help me out. But until then, happy wargaming.